further to that, folks, we got some breaking news out of that meeting between Trump and Starmer. The pair were asked about our AUKUS defence alliance between the two nations, or the three nations, as it were. Trudy McIntosh has been following this. So what was said, Trudy?
Well, Pete, you know that a lot of eyes in Canberra always watch very closely what the US President Donald Trump is saying, and they'll be pleased to see this response when he was asked in the Oval Office alongside the UK Prime Minister. He said repeatedly that he has a great relationship with Australia. We know Donald Trump puts so much emphasis on his personal connections with leaders that can make or break traditional friendships in terms of international relations. Have a look here. Donald Trump pressed in this meeting whether he's going to speak to the UK Prime Minister about our three-way defence pact, the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarines. A funny moment as he doesn't know to start what AUKUS is, but then goes on to praise the relationship with Australia.
The Brits will be discussing AUKUS with the Prime Minister, sir.
What does that mean?
AUKUS, the Australia-US Defence Alliance.
Yeah, well, we'll be discussing that. We've had another great relationship, and you have too, with Australia.
Yeah.
We've had a very good relationship with Australia.
It took a prompt, but he got there when he was told what AUKUS was. He's going to speak about that with Keir Starmer. But I think that in two fronts, Pete, that's probably a good signal for the Albanese government. One, that he doesn't know AUKUS in his mind to be this bad thing that he's looking to rip up. So on one front, that's good. The second front here is we are less than 2 weeks away from the tariffs coming in on steel and aluminium. We still don't have confirmation whether Australia will get an exemption after that phone call with President Trump and Anthony Albanese. The fact that he's publicly praising the great relationship, you can't really ask for more as we wait for the president to decide ultimately whether he will provide that exemption on the eve of our federal election.
Yeah, no, interesting piece by Phil Keir in the AFR today about that perhaps now the government is starting to manage expectations and perhaps, according to Penny Wong, walking that back with some language that was used in Senate estimates yesterday. We'll see where that ends up. Yeah, AUKUS, what does that mean? That sounds to me like a headline. Thank you, Trudy. We'll talk to you soon.